Here we are doing a roof inspection in Leavenworth, Kansas. This roof is under contract, I believe, to be sold, and I was asked to do just a inspection for the roof. Overall, you look here on the west-facing slope. I don't notice any, really damaging hail. There are some spots where there's granule loss, and trying to decipher if it's hail damage or just weathering is difficult. So I think you just have some natural wear and tear on the shingles. From what I can tell, you've got probably a lifespan of 4 to 6 years left in the life. Now here, moving to the southern exposure, you have a little more granule loss in some of these areas. Very, very light hail damage, if any at all. Right here you have, just a penetration of the shingle. Pipe collar looks good. Ridge caps just have normal wear and tear and granule loss. Here's an issue that I saw that I would have addressed. You have actual punctures and penetrations in the exhaust pipe. This gives off carbon monoxide and can be dangerous. So what I would do is I'd have a certified HVAC company come and actually replace this pipe, make sure that it's intact inside. Here's the other thing. You have some rusted turbines and some box vents. Okay, that's your ventilation. Now, as the turbines turn, it's called active ventilation, and it actually turns and pulls air out of the attic, and air will actually go into the attic through vents along the soffits, come up, and through the vent. Okay. Now, one thing that causes, because it's active, one thing that causes it to not be as effective are these box vents. So, as it turns, it will actually pull air from out here in this area through the box vent, out of the turbine into the air. So this ventilation system is counterproductive because you're mixing inactive, the box vents that just sit there, with active, the turbines. So my recommendation is to replace this vent, this pipe here, close up these vents, and then replace some shingles where you have some punctures, right? You have some punctures here. So maybe, 20 or 30 shingles, and then your gutters seem to not be intact, so I would actually have gutters cleaned and maybe even replaced. Over on this side, everything looks fine. Northern exposure looks just fine. So overall, I think you got about 4 to 6 years of life left in the roof. Change out a few things, and you have a solid roof system.